Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about smartphone cameras. You've heard of many smartphones with one camera, two cameras, even with three and maximum of 4 to 5 cameras. So what are they all about? Let's discuss. So first talk about primary and dual cameras. The primary cameras are useful for taking photos and videos. But what is the use of second camera? It's used for portrait mode. What portrait mode does is it actually subjects the focus on it and blurs out the background. Let me show an example. Here is in portrait mode example. This boy is in focus and the else anything in the background will be blurred out. That's the use of portrait mode, which will lead into a beautiful picture. So that's about dual camera and portrait mode. Now let's move on to the third camera, which is also known as wide angle camera. So what the function of wide angle camera is to capture more content around the smartphone. Like we are in the normal mode, I will place a pouch over here, and if I switch to the wide angle mode, the content around would also be seen. The wide angle camera can be used in many ways, but one disadvantage is that in the portrait mode or live focus, the wide angle camera is missing over here because of some technical reasons of the camera. Unfortunately, I don't have a phone with fourth or fifth camera, but I can show you an example. Like this Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. Here, this camera over here, it's known as macro camera, or it's for depth sensing. Depth sensing is used for AR games and macro camera is used for zooming in and focusing little and small objects. Forgot to mention is that the secondary camera is also used for zooming in the photo without losing the detail. And oh my god, the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra can zoom up to 100x using its space zoom camera over here. And the newer smartphones also use some of the zoom technologies like space zoom, and most of the new smartphones like Oppo Find X2 use periscope zoom, which can zoom up to 30x of the image. Guy literally zoomed the moon surface with its 100x zoom camera. Oh my god, it's too much. Now let's move on to camera megapixels and aperture. There are cameras of 4 megapixels, 8 megapixels, 12 megapixel, and over up to 108 megapixels. That's a lot. You guys need to understand that increasing the camera megapixels doesn't improve the image quality but improves the detail of the image. Talking about resolution, there are resolutions of 480p, 720p, 1080p, 2K and up to 4K. And nowadays the smartphone like Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra can also shoot 8K videos. There are limitations of smartphone camera with megapixels, like the iPhone 4S have 8 megapixel camera which can shoot up to only 1080p. Like if we go to settings and search for photo and camera, go to video settings, you can see that there is only fixed up to 1080p, or it can shoot low resolution 720p display. And unlike 4S, the iPhone SE has a 12 megapixel camera which can shoot up to 4K videos. Like if you go into settings, search for camera, and you can see here that it can record video up to 4K 30 frames per second and 1080p and 720p also. And if we take the Samsung Galaxy Note 5, which has an 13 megapixel camera and also can shoot 4K videos, but unlike it's not mentioned 4K, we should go into the camera settings and go into video. You can see here video size. Here we have a bunch of options. The 3840 into 2160 is the 4K setting, and 1920 into 1080p, which is 1080p setting. We can randomly choose between whichever one we can want. We can choose 4K because it has a better video quality. One more thing we should remember, that the 4K file takes up to 350 MB of data for only 1 minute of video, while compared to 130 MB that is shooted at 1080p, which is a huge file to store and access. Our smartphone display contains many number of pixels, like there are 180 or some number of pixels in our smartphone. It will vary phone to phone. It will be easy to explain in a Samsung phone. What 4K display means: 3840 pixels into 2160 pixels, means there are 3840 pixels over this side and 2160 pixels over that side. That would give a better image quality and design. Like, here is the better example for that. This is a photo shot in 4K. How much ever I zoom in it, it wouldn't lose the detail. But now I'll show you an example of 1080p display. This photo is shot in 1080p. Now if I crop in, see, the image is blurred out and lost a lot of detail in it. That's about camera megapixels. Now let's go towards aperture. Aperture means the simple opening of the lens of the camera. Like, at the starting of the camera, we have the aperture lens f1.4, f1.2, f2.8, f4.0, f5.6, f8.0. Any of these lenses will be in your smartphone. So, what is the difference between these lenses? The only difference is the f1.4 and the f1.8 is a light difference. Like, the f1.4 lens would let in more light, which would take better shots at night time. So here is an example for that. The photo on the left side is taken with f8 aperture and on the right side is taken with f1.4 aperture. You can see the difference is there is more light in and much more of the detail. Most of the smartphones have fixed apertures, like this iPhone SE has aperture of f2.2 then compared to Note 5, which has an aperture of 1.7, which would take better photos in night time. But unlike any other smartphone, Samsung has done very unique feature with the Samsung Galaxy S9, which can switch over apertures like this. It can switch over aperture from 1.5 to 2.4, which can even take sharp photos as well as night mode photos better. Instead of taking videos or photos in your smartphone camera, it's better to take in a normal camera or a DSLR, because the lenses in the normal camera are more wide open, which would capture more detail and more brighter images than compared to mobile smartphones. Most of the times, the aperture and the megapixels of the camera are mentioned behind the box of the mobile phone. Once you can check your mobile phone's aperture and megapixel and how good can your camera take pictures or videos. So that's about smartphone camera, megapixels, aperture. You can change your mind if you want to buy a smartphone with a good camera or a good aperture or megapixels. So hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you guys.